fought the fight, breaking down the walls in the dead of night. I don't come for peace, I come for the storm. Fanboys melt quick when the truth gets warm. Saw content's high, I'm collecting those tears. Just got started, but I'm cutting through fears. I'm not here for brand deals, I'm not for sale. I expose your lies, rip off the veil.
It's no golden secret anymore, folks. Nintendo's greed isn't even hiding in the shadows. It's front and center, standing under a giant spotlight, doing a little tap dance routine in broad daylight while holding your wallet hostage. They aren't even trying to finesse you anymore. They aren't whispering in the alley like some shady used car salesman. No, this is Nintendo in a tuxedo on a Broadway stage screaming, $80, take it or leave it. They're trying to normalize $80 games like it's the most natural thing in the world. Like, oh yeah, we've been doing this all along, haven't you noticed? Right now we've already got 4 of them, 4 full-blown $80 titles. And you can bet your last dusty amiibo that a 5th is coming next year when they slap a shiny Switch 2 edition sticker on Mario Wonder and present it somehow revolutionary. What's new? The same game, slightly shinier, but now for the low price of $80. And the craziest part, the most brain-melting part, the fanboys are out here defending it like it's some kind of holy crusade. Oh, it's just inflation. Oh, development costs are rising. Oh, it's just the deluxe edition. Nah. Let's call it what it is. It's greed. Pure concentrated, triple distilled greed. You can bottle it, slap a label on it, and sell it as an energy drink. Nintendo greed, now with less content. And trust me, it would sell out too. Because fanboys would line up at midnight, camping outside GameStop in the rain for the pre-order of Nintendo Greed Zero Sugar. They take a sip and go, you can really taste the lack of value in every can. And that's really where the writing is on the wall, folks. Because if these Switch 2 games were selling gangbusters, if they were the runaway hits the fanboys want you to believe, Nintendo would be screaming it from the rooftops. They'd be flexing every chart, every graph, every press release, every shareholder meeting would open with, look how amazing we're doing, but instead dead silence. That's not competence, that's insecurity. That's not the sound of victory, that's the sound of Nintendo biting their nails, hoping you don't notice. And I'll say it, I don't think these Switch 2 games are selling very well. If they were, we'd know. We'd see it. We'd have the headlines plastered all over gaming sites. We'd have Doug Bowser, or I guess now Devin Pitchford, smiling ear to ear bragging about record sales. But instead, the silence is deafening. It tells me the numbers aren't what they projected, and that this little $70 to $80 pricing stunt is starting to collapse under its own weight. Think about it, Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 edition. If that game had blown up like fanboys swear it did, Nintendo would have bragged. If Mario Party Jamboree was flying off shelves, we'd have a million think pieces about how Mario saves the party once again. If Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2 edition was a smash hit, they'd be waving it around like a pink balloon trophy, but nothing but radio silence. And to me, that screams one thing: the hype isn't translating in sales. And here's the kicker. This is the first time in a long time while that Nintendo might actually be facing consumer pushback. People are tired of the higher prices with no added value. People are looking at Game Pass, well, not really anymore because it just got hiked up. They might be looking at PlayStation Plus. They're looking at Steam sales. Hell, they're even starting to look at GameFly. And then looking back at Nintendo's $80 sticker and going, wait a second, why am I paying more for less? That's not a winning formula. That's a recipe for decline. Take Donkey Kong Bonanza, for example. This is a game that's been out for 2.5 months now. That's 75 days. That's long enough for a human to grow half a mullet. And yet, guess what? We still don't have the sales data. Normally, Nintendo brags about hitting 1 million sales within the first week. They don't just brag, they throw a parade, balloons, confetti, the whole 9 yards. They send out press releases, they spam Twitter, they get fanboys doing digital backflips online screaming system seller greatest of all time. But this time, silence, crickets. Not even a cheap kazoo noise, and yet fanboys keep parroting. Oh, it's selling well, it's a system seller. Oh really? If it's selling so well, where are the numbers? Where's the charts? Where's the banana-shaped billboard saying 10 million sold? If it was truly flying off the shelves, Nintendo would be plastering it all across your forehead. They'd be tattooing it on Mario's mustache, but nope, nothing. Which tells me it's not selling like they hope. And it's not just Bonanza. We still don't have sales data for the Switch 2 editions of Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Party Jamboree, or even Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That's like 3 kids bringing home their report cards and refusing to show you their grades. Oh no, mom, trust me, I did really good, straight A's. You don't need to see it though. Yeah, okay, that looks like panic. That looks like a company that knows their little $70, $80 experiment is backfiring, but instead of saying, you know what, let's pump the brakes, let's lower prices, let's regain goodwill, they go full kamikaze, they double down. Because what Nintendo's solution? Not to lower prices, oh no. Their brilliant plan is to jack up the Switch 1 games to $70. Yeah, you heard me. They're raising the price of the old stuff so the new highway robbery looks normal. That's like a restaurant burning your steak and then charging you more for the salad so the steak looks like a bargain. Look at Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 bundle. $50 would have been fair. Even 60 would have been an eyebrow raising if they would have added one extra game. But $70 for 2 games that came out when Blockbuster still existed. Are you kidding me? That's not nostalgia, that's extortion with a smile. That's Nintendo holding a plastic star bit gun to your head saying hand over your wallet or Rosalina gets it. And the wild part? You've got people online saying, oh, I think it's too high, but I'm still going to pre-order it. Are you listening to yourself? That's like saying, yeah, this sandwich has mold on it, but I'm still going to eat it because it's Mario themed. Congratulations, you are the reason Nintendo keeps doing this. You are the walking, talking, amiibo collecting reason. And then you wonder why your YouTube channel is dying. Because when you bend over backwards for a corporation, you lose credibility. People see through it. They know you're not being honest. You're just another cog in Daddy Nintendo's damage control machine. And don't think I forgot about the other influencers. Oh no, the so-called Nintendo ambassadors. These people aren't creators, they're unpaid interns with capture cards. Their whole job is to tell you, it's not that bad guys, $80 is the new normal, things are getting expensive. No, it's not the new normal, it's a scam and you're helping run the con. These channels are literally nothing more than Nintendo propaganda channels, meant to condition you to accept their greed. Nintendo isn't even subtle about it. For the entire Switch 1 lifespan, there was only one $70 game, Tears of the Kingdom. And you know what? People accepted it. Fine, it's Zelda, it's big, it's ambitious. People gave them that one. But then Nintendo pulled the old bait and switch. They skipped right past any middle ground and went straight to surprise, $80 is the standard now. No quality increase, no massive graphical leap, just the same old performance issues running at 30 FPS, but now it's $20 more. Okay, maybe 60 FPS, I'll be generous. That's not innovation, that's robbery with a Mario hat on. And here's the funniest part. Nintendo's plan is actually working on some people. They're conditioning you like Pavlov's dog, ding the pre-order bell and you drool out 70 or 80 bucks. Galaxy bundle, $70. Switch 2 remaster, $80. And when you ask, wait, why? They hit you with nostalgic gaslighting. Oh, but Galaxy was such a classic. Yeah, so was Pac-Man, but you don't see me dropping 80 bucks for a yellow circle eating dots. Nostalgia isn't a free pass for price gouging. But let's talk about inflation because that's the fanboy's favorite excuse. Well, you see, adjusted for inflation, it actually makes sense. Oh, really? Go walk into a bank and hand them $60 from 2007 and say, I'd like to exchange this for $80 today because of inflation. They'll laugh you right out the door. They'll escort you out with a free sucker just for the comedic routine. Inflation doesn't magically make games worth more. If anything, competition should be driving prices down. Gamefly is out here dropping deals left and right, allowing you to rent 2 games at a time, as many as you want, for a monthly subscription that's more than half less than what one Nintendo game costs right now. PlayStation at least gives you graphical leaps, 4K performance, ray tracing, haptic triggers. Nintendo, they're out here serving you 30 FPS soup with a side of Joy-Con drift and charging you extra for the spoon. Yes, I know the first party titles are 60 FPS. And don't even get me started on quality, because if you're going to charge me $80, I expect premium. I expect gourmet gaming. I expect the filet mignon of video games. But what do we get? Cut content, DLC expansion announcements before the base game even ships, Donkey Kong's Emerald Rush DLC hitting a month after launch, Pokemon Legends ZA announcing Mega Dimension DLC before the ink is even dry on the base pre-order. That's not filet mignon, that's reheated leftover. That's Nintendo slapping a limited edition sticker on a moldy lasagna. And meanwhile, Sega drops DLC for Sonic Racing Crossworld, guest characters from other IPs actually fund add-ons, and Fanboys scream, see, Sega does DLC too. No, that's not even close to the same thing. That's adding content. Nintendo is cutting content. One is sprinkles on top of a sundae, the other is Nintendo stealing the ice cream scoop and selling it back to you for $20. So here's the bottom line, people, Nintendo's greed is finally being checked, but it won't matter unless we hold the line, unless we stop pre-ordering these $70 and $80 rehashes, unless we stop letting content creators gaslight us into thinking the robbery is just how things are now. We need to push back, because if we don't, guess what's next? $90 games, $100 games, amiibo price like rent payments, expansion packs that are literally just title screen updates, and the fanboys will still be there smiling through their tears saying, well, it's worth it for Mario. So I say this loud as possible, hold the line, don't let Nintendo normalize this corrupt, greedy, manipulative nonsense. Because if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile and they'll charge you $80 for it. And also, you don't have to accept these prices also. If you cannot wait for them to go on sale or lower in price, or for you to find a deal, you can rent them. You can pay Gamefly. Gamefly is an amazing service, trust me, and I'm not sponsored by them, I promise. And that's it for the video. If you truly enjoyed it, do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the hype button, share it around, and make sure you're subscribed. I post a long video every day, and I also go live Monday morning at 5 a.m. Pacific time, where I react to the saltiest fanboys around. And also, make sure you subscribe, because I'm really trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I really need your help. If you really want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. It's only $1 a month. You'll get special badges, custom emotes, and of course your name shouted at the end of every video. And once that list gets too long, don't worry, I will turn it into a full-on credit roll so everybody gets their chance to shine. Also, don't forget to check out the merch if you want to rep the Vigilante Fire. And as always, until next time guys, stay vigilant. And now it's time to read off the members of the channel. We got Koros Objective, Maximilian Pegasus 88, Mattfox 94, Shade Milkman, oh no it's Justin, Brian Payne, Andy Ritz, J Wesby 65, C Stars Piplup, Maximus 2400, Geezer Noob, Dustin 360, That PlayStation Gamer, The Gaming Rift, Raymond YouTube 1, Brian Abraham, Stephen Ramey, Betful Zexel, Wooden Throne, Matthew Buckley, Byron Morse, King Paco Nintendo Lover, AV Gator 2000, Blue Moon, John Marr, Baron Grod, a name I'm going to try to pronounce, Kawabi Asari, I probably butchered it and I'm sorry, It's Josephus, Gundam Hufflepuff, Johnny Bones Jones, Angel Black, the one and only Groot, Female Goku. Thank you so much for becoming part of the crew.
You can cry in the comments, but you won't survive. Like and subscribe if you feel that vibe. We're hard